this is all going to get torn down and we're going to end up in trailers. So if you're looking for a Honda, we need to get rid of everything here so we can make room for the construction, pardon our dust. I know one thing since I started making these videos, whenever it comes to this color, the Meteorite Gray Metallic, y'all go crazy for it. So, two things to start this vehicle, and it's buttons. You hit this button. See, every time you hit a button, there's going to be a little red flash right here, see? And then when you hold this, it's going to a little red flash again. And you're going to let go, see? So you're probably going to see because it was super bright out here. First three flashes letting you know the vehicle started. Second three flashes letting you know this vehicle is either warming up or it's cooling off. I am DOMiNiC at TracyHonda.com, DOMiNiC at TracyHonda.com, and this is the 2025 fully loaded Meteorite Gray Metallic Honda Civic Sedan Touring, Sport Touring. I was going to say hatchback. I always get confused. So you got a newly refreshed front end, starting with these lights right here. You got those little tiger stripes inside right there. You see those? And it comes all the way around to that end right there. Now you have these, look at me all lean, but yeah, you got these sensors right here. There's your Honda emblem. 3450 Auto Plaza Way, Tracy, California, 95304. Working with me exclusively as your social media manager will give you a great experience with this vehicle. Of course, you're going to get a great deal working with us. These are Pro Contact Continental tires. Tires are rated at 235/40, and these wheels are 18 inches. If you were curious, we actually blacked out those wheels right there, and the buyer was extremely happy. You got breakaway mirrors right here. Black side cap, LED turn signals, and your blind side information. Gosh, every time I'm recording. 11th generation Civic interior. So here's your vents that works amazing when it comes to sitting in the back. Wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. You got a manual shade right here for your power sliding moonroof. And then you got this white stitching contrast to go with your black leather. The only adjusting you have is forward, backwards, and the seat itself on your passenger. These are warranted, so those come with the warranty. Just like the tint on this window comes with a warranty. You know, that's crazy. There's a company I'm gonna drive by right now. It's over here, Dario. Gosh, I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna tell you the difference between that tint company and us right here. So we're not a tint company, but the company that we use has been around longer than I've been here since 2018. Hasn't gone anywhere. Prices are a little bit higher than everybody else's. Those are smoke tail lights, by the way. They're just sport touring badgering. However, the man is still around, and if anything happens, you get bubbles or it starts to fade, turns purple or whatever on you, you got a 3-year guarantee on this, only from us. So you can't go to another Honda dealership. I saw this on YouTube. No, it's not going to work. We also have the rear bumper applique on this vehicle. Here's your bumpers on the back. We like to protect these tires. I'm not sure if you noticed or not, but we put wheel locks on them. And there's protection right here along the side. This is unlocked. You got capless fuel filler. Huge savings right there because you're only going to take 87 octane. I didn't even know. I walked right past the sticker. And then we got a cargo tray in the back trunk. So this is a 2025 Civic 4-door hybrid sport touring. This is a sedan. This is a Meteorite Gray Metallic, as I had stated. The MSRP is $32,845. You got deals beyond deals beyond deals. There's a clear shield package, privacy lock, wheel locks, all weather mats that you've seen in the trunk tray. And I'm going to show you in just a minute. Now, the car is running. The car is running. It's been running. And if you pull this down right here, one thing I've always enjoyed is the fact that you got these access right here. Or if you don't need it because you don't have a booster or a car seat, then boom, it's super clean. You can't even tell. You can use your armrest with the cup holders. Here's a look from the back to the front. Of course, what we're going to do is we're going to lock this thing in place. But instead of me being super down low like this so the phone doesn't fall, we're going to have to adjust it a little bit. I learned how to keep this thing from falling down. Anyhow, So I had a holder. I don't know what happened to it. Again, I'm just notorious for putting these things down and not remembering where I put them at. It opens by itself on these hydraulic little pistons there. You pull either end, and that'll give you a 60-40 split. You lift up right here. I don't have any idea why it's so noisy today. You got a fix and go flat kit. That's the stuff that you put the goo, and then there's your filter. Now that thing's important because this is vacuum sealed. And you got to break it. You know what I mean? So you break it by sticking that thing all the way down in there, and then you can pour your gas in. So put your finger in there and figure out what I'm talking about. Just be careful. All right, so here's your door handle right here. Your door panel, excuse me. You got some nice high glossy right there. And does it get fingerprints on it? Not really. A little smudgy? Not really. But, you know, everybody says that, oh, the piano black gets all these fingerprints and smudges on it. I rarely see it. The car has an AC running, so like, listen. And that's because this vehicle is cooling off. It's actually randomly warm, even though it says 70 degrees outside. This is to turn the brightness up, to turn the brightness down. Right here, this is your stability control. That's how you pop your trunk right there. And then this is your adjuster right here. You drop that. Now you can either telescope out or tilt your steering wheel. Tap that in right there. You also have the Bose premium surround sound. That is fantastic. Wireless charger. Because it's a sport trim, you got those sport wheels. Got my feet on these all-weather mats. Look at that jazz right there. That's why you want all-weather mats. Anyhow, so the company I'm talking about, they're closed, and they changed their name. It's like their third time changing their name in less than a few years. All respect and all props to them. But, you know, if they had another company name, they could technically say that we're not that business, and they're not going to honor that business's warranty. And that's not cool. That is not cool to me. Anyhow, here you go. Built-in, brand new screen, 9-inch screen. Big fan of this screen. So what we're gonna do is hook it up in a second here. Let me close this down. Bang. Smash that down. I'm gonna push this up. I'll lean that seat back. Lean back and do the rock away. How's that look? That looks good. Wow, that's really good. So this is running. What we're gonna do is connect a new device. By connecting our new device, we're gonna go ahead and pull turn on the Bluetooth right here, and then you're gonna look for the good old search for devices. Let's put this on auto right here. Put that down to 69, baby, and hit the Tracy Honda Insider. Go ahead and subscribe to that Tracy Honda Insider. Don't forget to subscribe to me. My little mamas wants me to have I guess a play button from subscribers. So bad. Help a little girl make her dream come true. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and you will see a really good show every single time you turn in. So we don't want to connect that as a priority. I don't want to give access to the contacts, what have you. In just a second, we're going to hit this Android Auto information. You want to enable it. You press yes. You're going to go ahead and confirm that. You're going to go ahead and grant that permissions. You're going to say okay. Those are the permissions you need to grant. Press OK, and in just a second, your phone will disappear right here, and it'll flash right here, and then bang, it'll actually start right up. Now, underneath here, there's a wireless charger, so it goes from green to an orange light, and then it has a little icon right here that is charging. So there you go, and here we go. Underneath this driver shifter here, hold on a second. You know, I'm consistently driving with my jacket on, and I don't ever do it when I'm not on video. So let me just turn this jacket on real quick here. Oh, man. It just feels weird, you know? So I'm trying to take the weirdness out of everything. And let's go ahead and get that, boom, get that focus on right there. Let's talk about this vehicle. So I think I'm clearing 3,100 followers on Snapchat. Go give me a follow on Snapchat. You can either put hashtag deals with Dom, or you can put your fave dot ball guy, and I'm right there on Snapchat, which is awesome because everybody who follows me on Snapchat, if you think about it, nobody knows. You know what I mean? Like nobody can see who your followers are, or your followers list is, or whatever, unless you hide your subscriptions. The only way people know you're subscribed is when they go and look at your subscriptions, but just hide your subscriptions. You know what I mean? You if you want to be so secretive about your favorite ball guy, you know what I mean? You might already have a ball guy that's your favorite. There's nothing wrong with Silver. You can call me your second favorite ball guy. Anyhow, so here we go. We're gonna take off on this ride underneath this shifter right here. Wow, look at what the hell are you doing? Holy crap. I don't know if you just saw that, but that happens all the time. And the only thing I can think of is that these people that are coming to the DMV, they could care less what they're doing, how they're doing it, and who they're doing it to. So they just fly through here like bat out of freaking down under, I tell you. And it's nuts. It's completely nuts. These people right here will just take their sweet time to turn left, almost to make sure that you miss an opportunity to turn. And it just blows my mind that everybody drives like that. So if you have some drivers in your city, in your area, in your state, in your country that are just, I'll just say it's inconsiderate. Like, hey, that happens everywhere. I've said that on more than one occasion too. Now, this vehicle driving, it's going to take a picture of this 45 mile an hour right there, and it's going to just place it right underneath the mile per hour. So where the mile per hour is climbing, it's right underneath it right there. When it takes that picture, what I usually like to do is at that point put the car on cruise control, set it to whatever the speed limit is. So now I can just kind of chill out, hang out. And then I put my gap adjustment down to the lowest, to the nearest, not the farthest. So with my following interval, and I just chill. That's what I do. I let the Honda Sensing do its magic. And these vehicles on test drives that are on roads that are concave. So before the Honda Sensing, people would do this right here just to make sure that the car was straight. I'm like, the roads are concave. The roads are actually going to make you like it's doing right now. See how the steering wheel is leaning to the right? So there's what that is. Eventually doing that, your steering wheel is going to tell you like, hey, you need steering is required. And secondly, I don't trust it. I know it and I work with it enough to recognize the system when it's working really, really well. But I'm not a fan of taking my hands off the wheel. So anyhow, hit the left paddle shifter. That's your deceleration selector. It's going to slow the vehicle down for you and make turns a little bit easier. Hit the right deceleration selector. It's going to speed it up a little bit. These are not paddle shifters. When you get to any of these curbs like this, you're driving in curvy roads, just put it in sport. Sport's basically going to get this car to run and just turn nice and smooth right here. Is that car following me? No, it's not. And there you go. So, y'all really like these 0 to 60 things and what have you. Here comes a car behind me, so I'll just go ahead and let this car pass me up. Put my emergency blinkers on right there. Put my flashers on. And let them go ahead and pass me right up. So usually when I do this little drag strip right here, I have the phone behind the actual seat. So what happens is the phone, with the torque, it whoop, like you throw your head back, the thing falls back. Then what you want to do is take your vehicle off a brake hold and go. I just figured out I could order one of them 0 to 60 things, and then it'll give you all the time. What I want to know, tell me in the comments. I'll approve every single comment that answers this question. Why is 0 to 60 so important? Seriously, why is it so important? If you give yourself plenty of time, is 0 to 60 important? If I was in this car, I would try to drive as much EV as possible so I can get more than 50 miles a gallon in the city, and I can get well over 49 miles a gallon and over 47 miles a gallon on the highway. But the difference between 47 and 50, that's unheard of right there. Usually the differences are way, way more than that. And people are, oh, it's Friday. I'm like, people are driving crazy today. And that's because it's Friday. So I will remind you, I'm that driver. I'm not shy to honk at somebody and make them slow down and get their attention, especially when it's in a neighborhood. Like, holy smokes, there's kids playing. Anyways, this car drives so smooth. I am a fan of it. Um, if you go into my videos, I'm going to have some playlists up for you. You're going to go to the 2025 Civic Sport Meteorite Gray Metallic. We have Lil Six on there, and he's going to be his own playlist feature too. Lil Six and I got to build a cool little communication together. So got something in the works. Super excited. Finally going to be able to stop talking and put music on right here. So while we're driving, we'll be able to hear the music and make some royalties off of that. But for the most part, you know, these Bose surround sound systems for people who don't buy a touring, people who just buy the number one selling vehicle, which is a Civic Sport, gas, bang. I want you to know what music sounds like when you're playing music inside your vehicle and not have to worry about any copyrights or listen to me talking to feel all the dead space in between the quiet moments of this ride. Okay, Google, take me to Tracy Honda. Just like that on the fly. So when I brake, I usually just hit the left deceleration selector and I just turn. This thing cuts. When you drop to speeds under 20 miles an hour, the vehicle turns on its low speed noise, and that noise is there to let people know when there's a pedestrian. Like, what's that noise? It's a car coming. Man, I need to leave here at 2:45. I'm probably gonna have to leave at 2:30, and it's 2:15. So let's go ahead and get this sunshine picture out the way real quick. I haven't seen any cows. I don't know where the cows are, but I'm pretty sure that wherever they are, they're staying nice and warm in this cool weather we're having. So literally just dropped from 70 degrees to 62 degrees. That's why I was like, I don't believe that temperature. It's been real cold, like super, super cold. But now I'm starting to wonder if I prefer the heat over the cold, because when it's hot out here, it is hot. Like, and I always tell folks, like, at least I like the cold because you can bundle up in the cold, but when it's hot, it's hot. My goodness, I don't know. I don't know anymore. There's no like in between. When I grew up in San Jose, California, it was perfect weather all the time. It was never too hot. It was never too cold. And then the weather just started changing. You could call it global warming or whatever you want to call it with those theories or whatever, but it's just something I noticed. It gets hotter every single year and it gets colder every single year. So here we go. You can reach me anytime, 3450 Auto Plaza Way, Tracy, California. I work from Tuesday through Saturday. I'm off on Sunday and Monday. My hours are 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. You can email me is the best, DOMiNiC, DOMiNiC, at tracyhonda.com. And a lot of them go into spam, so please forgive me if I don't see or get it to you right away. I don't even realize it's in spam until I look at it. And it'll be like there's 8 messages. A lot of the time, they're people that want me to promote their aftermarket products, which has nothing to do with the vehicle. Like if somebody wants to give me something and wanted me to do a paid advertisement or what have you, I don't mind at all helping out your company, even if especially if it's a brand new one. But make sure it's related to these drives that I do. You know what I mean? Because that's what I do this. I do this for the drives. I don't do it for me. Like, I don't want to talk about a hair product that I use when I'm not recording, because nobody that watches these videos cares about my hair products, especially since they're not working. You know what I'm talking about? So we're going to go ahead and take this picture right here. We got a freaking awesome background. The folks that pay attention to every single detail, what up, what up, what up? Shout out to all y'alls. And yeah, okay. So this just kind of seems to be the like chilling park spot for people. So yeah, it's gonna be the same thing for me. Boom, boom, lights on, boom. Let's get this camera. Let's go ahead and take this photo. Fotografico. Bam. And here it is. All that beautiful green in the background too. I want to get some of that green. There it is right there. See all that green to make it pop? So the sky isn't sky enough for me to like what I'm looking at. So we're going to go and take the daylight shot instead. And we're going to do it one-handed. Best backup camera anybody can show. Holy crap, that's me. Oh man, it is bright. That is my face. And that is the sun that is showing you my camera. So when you use this backup camera, let me show you something real quick. Let me get out of here. One thing I love about this camera is the fact that it has 3 angles on it, and you really don't need the sensor. You don't need the sensor, not one bit. But if you do use the sensor, you know, it's just going to help you when you're getting close to objects. That's all it really does. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. Pull up in here right quick. Boom, here's an open parking spot. So check it out. Backup camera. I'm going to zoom in right here. You pay attention to the camera. So, what up? It's me, y'all. So you see, you can see all the way down right here. If somebody was in a boom, boom, and then you have rear cross traffic alert. You can push this and show that like angle with the car and all that, but it's just kind of bunk. I'd rather have more screen. See right here, this is straight back, and then you see how I can see this woman walking behind me? See, I have to wait till she does that. And then if I had this angle right here, so that's when I'm actually backing into something. I'm going to stay above these dots, and I'll show you in a second. There's the bumper, there's the bumper, and there's the bumper. So that high to left, and which is good. Looks like she works right here at this Autobahn Motors. Shout out Autobahn Motors. I've been meaning to walk in here. All right, so when I get right here, this is when I switch to this angle. When I get right here, this is when I switch to this angle. Then when I get to those dots, that's when I stop. As long as you stop at those dots, this is for all Hondas, right above those dots. Look at that. It gives you plenty of space to walk behind your vehicle, get something out your trunk. Yes, it does have a little, you know, self-lifting. Someone says that it opens by itself. It does not open by itself. It's not on a motor. It's on hydraulics, little pistons. See what I'm saying? So it just pops up. Right. Where's that? I'll show y'all one day. Anyways, maybe it is a little motor right there. It is connected to those wires. Anyhow, so there's the backup camera. And if you own this vehicle, huge congrats to you. I hope you love the Bose as much as I love the Bose in my prologue. And hit this home icon right here. See this home icon? And then you're going to scroll right here a little bit to where it says vehicle settings. Vehicle settings, you want your TPMS calibration. You want to calibrate those tires. If you ever had that low pressure light right there, you got that low pressure light right there, hit that. If it doesn't go away, you might have to do all 4 tires 4 times. I know, annoying, I know. Driver assist system setup. So the forward collision warning distance is when you're driving, when you got the cruise control on, and it's just like, wow, you know, why is this thing making me so far away from that truck? Like, you know, you want to be a little closer, just set that to normal or long or short. You know, you get whatever's comfortable for you. You might be following too close and you want to be a little further. I like to turn on the lane keeping assist suspension beep, especially when you saw me doing the look ma no hands. When it beeps, hurry up and grab the wheel, right? You know what I mean? It's letting you know it doesn't sense those lanes anymore. Heel access setup. And this is just something that I do. This is by no means any advice. It's just my opinion, and my opinions are only the reflection of me. They're not by any means anything to take serious. When I put my hand in the handle, it's going to open up the driver door. When I put my hand in the passenger door, it's going to open up the passenger door. If I switch it to all doors right here and I put my hand in the handle, it'll actually unlock all the doors now. Okay. And then lastly, we have the door window setup. My freaking door setup is the best thing ever. I turned this right here for everybody to shift from park. So see this? Shift. This way, if you're going from here to where that truck is, there's an ATM machine, you're probably not going to drive over 10 miles an hour. And that's a little something, something to keep you safe, especially if you got precious cargo like I do, my little princess in the back. Walkaway auto lock. When I get out of this car right now to take the picture, I'm actually going to shut the car off. It's going to beep, and it's going to beep again, and I'm finally going to show off the walkaway auto lock. I promise this time. So there's your settings. You can always go back to your settings, but there is your settings that I like to do for every single person here while they're sitting right here. And then when they're looking at this thing right here, I'm like, well, that, instead of see where it says proceed, just hit that, boom. You know what I'm saying? It'll show whatever thing you want to see. So, and then this will control the left-hand side. Anyhow, nobody there, let's go. Crazy, I'm off at 2:30 today. Y'all are helping me milk the clock. Thank you so much, so much. This has just been the best, absolute best. I can't express how grateful I am that y'all have let me become a part of your pretty much every viewing opportunity that you have. You let me become a part of that, so I'm sincerely grateful for it, and I thank you for it. We're going to turn right here into Tracy Mazda. If you are looking for a Mazda, go ahead and come on down to Tracy Mazda here in Tracy, California. Tell them you saw your favorite ball guy on YouTube, DOMiNiC at TracyHonda.com. And just come on over here next door and say hi. But great staff. They're at 2680. I'm not sure if it's Autopause away, to tell you the truth, but I do know that this Honda sign right here is about to get famous. The only thing that's going to be still here standing. There's my Prologue Gigante right there. I'm finally about to do a series, and I'm going to do a series for a couple of things. I want to get some experience doing it. And I'm a pretty entertaining fella, like in real life, outside of these videos. I promise you that. And let's see, I'm trying to get this color in here for y'all. And one thing I like to do is entertain the masses. So I'm going to be doing that. Super pumped up and excited about that. Show y'all all that. Set my parking brake. There it is. So this is the Meteorite Gray Metallic 2025 Civic Sedan Sport Touring. You got to see the whole vehicle. You got to check out the settings. We got to go for a little drive. And now we're about to make this Honda sign famous and take a photograph of it right there, boy. Matter of fact, we're going to do it right here. A little bit more further. There we go, right there. Bang. There it is. So thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications. I'm so active right now, and I'm glad that all the activity that I'm doing is helping you guys with your research, your review, and your buying decisions with this brand, Honda, the Power of Dreams.